Good morning, everyone. Today I am scrapbooking Alex. She's the girl twin, and she's the one who does gymnastics and ice skating. And anyway, she got this new Leo, and anyhow, her mom said, "Oh, you can do a, what do they call it? On Wednesdays we wear black." And I'll braid your hair. A lot of times she braids her hair, but so that she'd look like Wednesday from the Addams Family, I think it is. And so she's like, "Oh, that'd be great." So she was all excited about that. So she's doing a pouty face or a mad face like Wednesday would do. And so I'm gonna be scrapbooking that. So let me tell you, I drug out all the black things that I could think of. Well, first of all, I had to have 4 E's. So I thought I'm just gonna go ahead and make my own letters, and I had gotten some new letters that, do I have them laying around here? I'll put a picture of them at the end, that I picked them up from Amazon. But I had my collection of session laying here, and oh, I'm not going to be able to show you that paper because I used it all. But it's this one here. It's pink with black. And so I made these, and it's just going to say on Wednesdays we wear black. And the reason I chose the ones that had pink on it, well, she is a girl that says, "Oh, where's the pink on this page?" I thought it looked really great with these flowers from Mintay. So I've got Simple Stories, Simple Vintage Cottage Fields for the letters. I'm gonna have Mintay, their Floral Book 7, and that's I'm using a lot of these from this page. And then this is Craft Consortium, and this is from a paper pad. This is a piece that was laying here when I did the Daddy Always by My Side. This was from the lace, and it was laying here, and I thought, oh, that looks neat. So I'm gonna actually have this on here too. And then I have this plaid washi, and I have no idea where it's from. It looks like it might have been a Christmas washi. And I'm gonna have a Dragonfly from the Mintay Wings booklet, and I also am going to use these black bows from Hobby Lobby. I think that it's Paper Studio. And then I had punched out the cover of some paper pad that I had, and punched out all these black and white hearts, and I have no idea what it's from. And then I had when I did my daughter's wedding album, I had these pieces cut off of something, and so I might tuck those in, I think. And so I've went around and collected so many black things. And then these black, they're kind of like a Brad is, because there was like, probably was 15 or more, and I think there was 15 in the pad or in the package. So I've used one of these, but this was the black, and I liked how it looked, that it still showed up even though it's going to be on black. And then I'll probably use some of these black enamel dots that are from Paper Studio, or these ones from Simple Stories, Simple Vintage Weathered Garden. So I'm going to use one of those. Okay, I guess we can get to it. So I'm going to take this out of there. I've already cut off 1 inch, and I'm going to bring this all the way over to one side. And these papers are not so thick that, you know, layering them, I mean, it will still, it's a good idea to put them there. I mean, have both of them there and not gut it. Okay. I'm just gonna line it up here. Okay, it looks like it's straight, except for then it never is. I don't know why, and it's too long. It's too, the Craft Consortium is too long, and the other one isn't quite long enough, so that's weird. Oh, and when I cut this off, because of the way that it's done, where it's kind of looks like the darker is around the outside, I took a 1/2 inch off each side so that I would keep that centered. Okay, so now is it straight? No, still not, because I'm not on the edge. Oh, but it is up here. Okay, I think I stretched it. If you can stretch paper, I just did it. Okay. Yep, and I think that'll be fine once I tape this down a little. Okay. So I am going to put this little piece underneath here. I really like it. I'm going to use it. It's like a blue on this side. Now I'm wondering where I should put the glue to line it up properly, because you know, once I glue it, it's just going to be down. In fact, I think I'm just going to put tape on it. I'll just kind of put it here and there. And that way it'll give me a little wiggle room, because you know, once you put on that tacky glue, there's no, it's not forgiving. Now if I can get this to lay underneath there. I probably should have taped it to the back of that. Probably would have been easier. Oh, and it looks like it's going to be a little long. Huh. I know I didn't stretch it. Oh, I didn't realize what a task this was going to be. Okay, it looks like it's lining up. I just thought it looked cute. It's kind of rough looking. Okay, and it is just a little too long, which is so weird, because that means they made it longer than a 12 inch. Okay, because I know one of these papers have to be 12 inches long, right? Okay, so I am gonna go ahead and glue this down, because I'm gonna run my washi tape right next to this. Because even though I was trying to get a lot of black things, I still want to have some other color in here. And so we're having this little bit of pinky tone in the flowers. We're having the taupey color here. And we're having white, of course. And you notice I can't talk and do this at the same time. Okay. And even if I was somebody who did voiceovers, I would have probably been holding my breath. How many would do that? Okay, so I'm just pulling that over the other side. And look at how pretty that looks, even though there's nothing else on it. I just really like it. Okay, so now I'm gonna take her biggest picture and put that in the middle. So these other two, I will kind of have them lined up. Maybe, I kind of want this, oops, I've got everything sitting on top of my invisible ruler. Okay, so I'm going to want this maybe, let's see, I gotta fit this here. And how big is that? I guess that's my real question. Okay, so I need about 2.5 inches. So I'm gonna have that right here in the middle of that. and then put this down. Maybe I want to put the title first. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back because you know how long it takes me. Okay, I'm back. I think I was over to the side the whole time, I don't know. Here's the die cuts, or the dies, and this has a capital and a small, so you get this. And then it also has these where they look like kind of a fancy writing, and it's a set. I had to wait like a month to get it, but I think it's really nice. I really like it. And it was super cheap, like $7 or something like that. Now when I cut something out, I keep one of these because otherwise I get to laying stuff out and I'm thinking, okay, which way did the L go? And then I can look over here to make sure I have it going in the right direction. Or like the T's, and where's the F? Because I cannot tell them the difference. I mean, barely. You can tell when you see them both together, but otherwise I couldn't tell. So, but I like them. I used actually 2 layers because I first die cut them from this very heavy cardstock that I picked up at Hobby Lobby, and it will not go through my printer. So it's only good for, you know, using in the scrapbook room, which is fine. And then here's that other paper where it's the pink with the black dot on it from Simple Stories. Okay, so I kept thinking, oh, I feel just like Fred Astaire doing this upside down and backwards. And then I realized it was Ginger Rogers that did everything backwards with high heels on. But I kept thinking, because I had it all upside down, and I start in the middle, so I have to spell side, you know, differently. Kept thinking, oh, I feel just like Fred Astaire, and then I realized it was Ginger Rogers. Okay, so I've got these Mintay flowers, and I'm gonna put these. I just love how these look. They're so neat looking. Now I've cut them out pretty good, but I left white in here, and it's just gonna stay. I've got white on the edges because you know, it's this. I think I'm a pretty good fussy cutter, but I'm sure I'm not the best fussy cutter. I like to fussy cut, but it's like when I'm done, I'm done, and then I can pick it up another day. You know what I mean? Okay, so I'm gonna just lay this one here, and I'm covering up her feet, but that's right, her feet are showing on other ones. You know, when you're a gymnast, you don't wear shoes. I'll tell you, I don't know how come I wasn't a gymnast. Oh yeah, I couldn't even do a cartwheel. But I love the not wearing shoes. Not wearing shoes now. Okay, so I've got that one there, and I'm using the bigger rows, and I'm just gonna come right over that. So I'm making a visual triangle where I'm gonna have embellishments here, and then a bigger embellishment here. And I'm gonna just kind of tuck that stem just a little bit underneath the leaf there. So they're kind of together. And then I'm going to use this slide, and it says something on it. Can I make it out? Oh, it says screen side. Okay, I'm gonna use that because I told you I went through all the black things that I had and decided I just wanted to put as many as I could on here. And nope, I just picked up some glue. So I'm gonna stick that here. I'm gonna leave that where it says screen side out, but it probably won't show by the time I get finished with it. Because I'm also going to put this little heart. This was cut out of a cover of a paper pad. And it was like, you know, just little squares. So the square wasn't much bigger than, well, yeah, it wasn't much bigger than this. And I just strategically placed my punch so it kind of had the stripe in the middle, so it looks like a chevron. and it could have been a chevron. So I'm just going to put that. Actually, it's going to cover up my letters or my words there mostly. Okay. And then I have one of these ribbons from, or bows, I guess they're bows, from Hobby Lobby, and the little dimensional is just a little too big, and you can see it, so I'm cutting it off a little, and hopefully I can do it here too, because I can just see it. And even though I want black and white, I don't want any white there. Okay, and I'm just gonna stick that right in the middle of this heart. I thought her outfit kind of looks like a tuxedo, or you know, like shirt and like she ought to be wearing a tie, so I figured I'd give her her little tie down here. Okay, and then up here I'm going to have this flower that's kind of that's where I got that pink from, and this darker one here, and then I'm going to put the rose here, and I want to be able to have this dragonfly, so I got to make sure I save room for that, or maybe I can just put this up here first, because I want this dragonfly here, because you know, it's not Halloween, it's summertime, but because she just did this, but I thought I kind of want to make it a little Halloweeny, I guess. Halloweeny, yeah. I'm Fred Astaire and I said Halloweeny on the same video. Okay. I can't glue the tail of this dragonfly because I'm laughing too hard. Okay, I think I got it. Oh, and what do I have here? A piece from the plastic. Okay, and I'm just going to kind of tuck it around the title here. You know, I'm just trying to get a bunch of black things in here. It's my goal. Oh, now I can put down these flowers. So I'm going to kind of do one at a time so I kind of keep my place. It's so funny because I took a picture of it and was showing my daughter. I said, well, what do you think? And she goes, could you straighten out the word in? Could you straighten out the black? Because it looks like brick. And I said, what are you talking about? And it was just because, you know, it's like I took the picture and I didn't have any of the letters lined up by the time that I took a picture of it. So, because that's how I roll around here. Barefoot, upside down, backwards, Fred Astaire. On Halloweeny. That's not Halloweeny. Okay, so got that there. Okay, now I'm gonna take this other heart that it says, this you give me butter. That's what it looks like. I can't tell what the words are. Impossible, I'll always do what? Because of, you know, you can't really see it. Because it's half cut off and everything. But you know, you give me butter. For my popcorn. Okay, so I'm gonna stick that kind of like it's coming out of the flowers. And then I've got a bow for that too. So I'm gonna have 3 hearts, 3 bows. And I gotta take off a little bit of that foam because I don't like to see it. Thought about just pulling it off and gluing it, but I didn't know if that would hold it well. Ooh, I just about cut off part of the bow. So I'm sticking that right in the middle of that heart. Okay, and then I have another one here, and this one I thought kind of looks like her outfit because her outfit's got like some kind of little design, and that's got the white at the top, and that's how, when I punched this one, that's how it turned out. And it's so funny because I punched them and I thought, oh, I probably will never use those, but I'm using them. I'm very excited about that. Because, you know, so many times we prepare stuff and then don't use it. Okay, I think go about there with it. Because I kind of want it overlapping everything. And then I got to trim down the bow again. I should have did this ahead because I knew I was going to do it. Oh, but I just cut off a little bit of that bow. Okay, and this is the one I like the most. I just thought this turned out so cute because it looks like her outfit. So, reminded me of that. Okay, and then I have these 2 little pieces that I cut off from when I was working on the wedding book. And I'm actually going to take this and, well, first I'm going to straighten it out because I can tell it looks crooked. Yeah, that looks better. And I'm just going to tuck it under here so it kind of just gives it another little design. Because, you know, since I haven't thrown it away yet, I might as well use it, right? Okay, and I'm going to do the same thing over here. And over here I can kind of tuck the end right into the flowers. And I matted these in black because when I put the black up against this, you could tell it was still something different, so I like that. Okay, and I've got 4 of these. I think I'm gonna actually put 2 over here, my biggest cluster. And I'm gonna stick 1 up here. Where do I want it? I think I'm gonna put it down there. And then I'm gonna put 1 over here someplace. I think I'm gonna put it on the white. Whoa, that stuff's sticky. I don't think that'll come off. Okay, and then I think I'm gonna use I don't have any. I wish I had some little tiny ones. I think I'm going to use these ones because those ones look kind of dull, and with these other ones being so sparkly, I think I'm going to use these. So I'm going to put 1 of these medium size. Their big is really big. And stick a medium size over here. And now their middle ones are like our normal medium size. I'm gonna stick one there. Stick one there. So I got 5 dots down there. And if I stick one way over here, I can get it off my finger. There, I like that. And there. So I think that's it. I love it. It was so fun. Okay, so that's my mix of everything. I will put down the die cuts at the bottom in case you wanted to go check them out. And that's it for today. Thanks for joining me. I will have close-ups at the end like usual. And I will see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Bye.